So here we have footage of a guy who literally tried to assassinate Nick Fuentes. And believe me, this guy is actually crazy. He parks his car in front of his house, walks to his front door with something what looks like a crossbow in his hand. And in his other hand he has a gun actually. I will explain you later in this video what this guy did before he went to his house, because that's even more crazy. So he rings his front doorbell, waiting for Nick to open up the door. Listen now very carefully.
Yo, Nick!
He shouts, "Yo, Nick," because Nick was not answering the door because he was live streaming at this point, and this actually saved his life. But look, this freak is trying to break into his house because luckily Nick didn't open the door, because I won't have to explain you what happened with him if he did. But this freak is not done yet. He goes to his backyard actually, try to find another opening to get into his house. And actually, for the people, no, this didn't happen last night, this didn't happen this week, this is very important to say. This actually happened 10 months ago, so I want to make this very clear, but that doesn't change the story. As well, here we have the actual story, and you can see the footage of this man walking with a gun in his hand and a crossbow, as you can see here. And I will explain you now what he actually did before he went to his house, because that's even more crazy. This guy, like, you can see it's a white man with like a white helmet. I don't know why he brought this crossbow with him if he has already a gun, but that's just my questions I have. Here you can see white supremacist influencer Nick Fuentes claims he was targeted by an armed would-be assassin. And this makes it even more crazy, because just read this. This guy was actually wanted in connection with a triple homicide earlier in the evening. So that means that this man killed 3 other people, or is connected to like an assassinating 3 other people, and after this he actually went to Nick Fuentes' house. And here we have some other footage of a woman who tried to harass Nick Fuentes at his house as well. And this is the perfect evidence to show you that this was actually Nick Fuentes' house. I will play this clip now. Look very carefully. She is harassing him. She is stalking him at his house. She rings his doorbell, and then Nick Fuentes opens up the door and he pepper sprays her in her eyes. Look very carefully.
Hi. Oh my God, what are you doing?
Here you can see Nick opens up the door with his pepper spray in his hand, and he pepper sprays this woman. This woman falls onto the floor, and then Nick grabs her phone. Look carefully. And here we have the body cam footage of the police who went to Nick's house after this whole incident what I just showed you with this woman, where Nick Fuentes pepper sprayed this woman in her eyes. Look very carefully, because this explains a lot as well. This is the body cam footage of the police.
What's the story? Apparently, well, what I'm getting is this guy over here has made a bad joke online, and now people are targeting his house. This lady, as you know, she came over here, rang the doorbell. Apparently he sprayed her with mace in the eyes and pushed her down the stairs. So she just wants to report, so like for now, I'm just gonna get his side of the story. I guess he fell into the concrete. I make sure she's okay, and then her eyes, apparently she has pepper spray.
So these 2 people are outside my house, filming my house. I called the police earlier. They drove by, they saw it going on, they drove right past. They're marching around on my sidewalk. They came up to the door. I pushed her down the steps because she's banging on my door, filming my house. People are saying they're going to come and kill me. So someone needs to come out here.
Okay, I'll have him on the way. What's your name?
It's Nick Fuentes.
Okay. And then is it a male and a female, or 2 males?
It's 2 females.
2 females? Are they black, white, or Hispanic?
They're
Both are. Do you know what they're wearing?
Mm-hmm. No, I didn't get a good look.
Okay. All right, I'll have him on the way, okay?
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
I'm getting a couple things about. Can we do it here, man? I don't want to go all the way to the back.
She's gonna.
Well, I'm telling you, let's do it here.
Let's do it here.
Come on, man. I don't want.
Why?
Huh? I don't want to argue with you.
I want to go in the backyard. where she can't have a line of sight from.
Well, she's not even filming
No,
this.
but she could. So
Nick, I don't want. I'm trying
let's
to.
just go to the backyard.
Nick,
why did
what
you wanna
is
go
your
to the
Nick?
backyard?
Is your name Nick?
Yes.
Okay, Nick. I'm trying to get your side of the story, and by you acting like this is not helping, man. I got two sides, two stories, and I'm trying to just
All right.
kind of find the middle ground
Well,
here.
let me take your card, because I'm not doing an interview.
Huh?
What I'm going to tell you is this.
Well, I heard they're targeting your house.
Yes, I've been
About,
harassed
social
for the past
media.
4 days.
Okay, and what is that about?
I posted a joke on the internet. I'm a live streamer.
You're like a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah.
You're saying you're a white supremacist?
I'm not a white supremacist. I'm Mexican. My last name's Fuentes.
I know. I kind of
I'm a white supremacist.
I saw the last time.
The police officer actually asked, "Are you a white supremacist?" Nick says, "No, I'm not a white supremacist. My last name is Fuentes." Actually, it's also kind of weird. Nick is like the victim in this whole case. These people turn up at his house, are harassing him at his house, and then the police is like acting like Nick is the guy who did something wrong. Yeah, he pepper sprayed her in her eyes, but he is defending himself and his property. I think that's allowed, right? And again, this video is very important because this is evidence to show you. I will show you this later in this video, that you can see that the guy who first turned up at his house, that this was actually Nick Fuentes' house, because there's enough evidence in this video. But this is also another example from how it is to be Nick Fuentes. Can you imagine that you are Nick Fuentes? People show up at your house to try to assassinate you, to try to like harass you constantly. This is actually insane, right?
Okay, but I mean, you know, this 2024 man, you make one bad joke and this happens, especially right now after Trump won, man.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, but
it's a very political thing to say.
we also live in a free country
Yeah.
where you can speak without people showing up
Yeah.
and trying to hurt you.
Oh.
I came by here because I live in Berwyn. I
Okay.
live on the south side.
Okay.
And I came to do a little video because my friends keep saying, you know, he lives near town.
Yeah.
So I went outside and did a little video.
front of his
And a friend, what's that?
In front of his house? Like
Yeah.
videotape his house?
On the sidewalk. Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
And
a
what
woman-
was the reason for that, for videotaping his
because
house?
I wanted to show people that there was no, there were no, people are making claims that they're going to send deliveries to him of like dog poo and stuff. And I was showing there are no boxes of that there.
Okay.
And so a woman driving by said, ring his doorbell and say hello. So there are no signs on there saying anything about no solicitors, okay?
Okay.
So I rang the doorbell, immediately opened the door, sprayed me with pepper spray, and pushed me down the steps.
He sprayed you with pepper spray?
Yes, he did.
And it got in your eyes?
Yes.
I'm gonna call
All
an
my
ambulance.
face.
Okay, before we go any further, I'm gonna call an ambulance to make
Fine.
sure you. No, but I want you to get checked out.
Whatever it is.
To the Berwyn.
All I'm going to say is I'm going to take your card, and my defense attorney will get in touch with you. I'm not doing
This is just a report. I'm trying to.
I'm not going to talk. All I'm going to say is I'm a high-profile person. I want someone stationed here. 20 people came by last night. I had paid security. They documented all of it.
Where's security?
I called. They're coming tonight at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
I can't afford to have it 24 hours. I called earlier because somebody else was in front taking pictures of my house. Cops drove by, saw the car that I reported with the license plate, make and model, and they didn't even stop.
Okay.
And the lady stood there filming my house, pointing at my house, gesturing to it. This has been going on for the past 3 days. I've been calling the police. Clearly no one's taking it seriously.
And just imagine that you are like Nick Fuentes and you have 20 people coming to your house to arrest you. Maybe they want to do something worse even. This is actually insane, and I want to make this very clear because as you can see in the top corner of this screen, this footage is not recent. It's like from last year, but same goes for this. That doesn't change the story because now Nick Fuentes is even more popular. He is more famous now, so I think it's even worse than back then. But can you imagine that you just try to have a podcast online, you're just trying to have an opinion about some things, and people actually want to like hurt you for this? This is the United States we live in today, and this is actually crazy if you ask me.
No, I'm over.
Yeah, thank you. Look, man, like to be honest, I'm trying to talk to you, get your side of the story
I know.
for the whole thing. I'm not.
You're not here to help me. I know.
Well, I'm not here to help you.
No.
I just got here. How do you know I'm here to help you?
I know
or
my
not?
rights. I'm not trying to fight with you, but I'm also not going to be telling you. I want your card.
I was
My
okay.
defense
Look,
attorney will call you.
You mind if I just say something right quick?
Go ahead, sure.
First of all, I might have to get your information.
Sure.
You have to provide that
Yeah,
because there
of
was a
course.
crime committed.
Yes.
All right. So second of all, from what I get, I don't care, really. I don't care what you said online. I really don't care. Whether it was left leaning, right leaning, in the middle, I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay, to me, no. Now, I would hate if I was living here, whether I made a bad joke intentionally, whether I meant it or not, and somebody was showing up to my house. That's kind of like wrong, right? Can we agree on that? I'm actually agreeing with you that people shouldn't show up to your house. But now you don't want to cooperate with me. You don't want to ask. Okay? Now, I'm trying to get whether she actually did anything to prevent or to provoke you to pepper spray her and push her down the stairs. Those are bad allegations. So I'm trying to get your side of the story. To me, if you don't tell me anything, I'm gonna say you're uncooperative and they don't want to answer the question.
Here's my side story. I'm here for my life. People have been posting my address online for the past 3 days, telling me they're coming to kill me, they're coming to rape me. I have all screenshots, posting pictures showing how long it's going to take to get to my house, and I have people showing up all day, and that's my side of the story. So I'm
with her,
here
you're
for
not
my
gonna,
life. I haven't slept for a few days. I've got nowhere to go. That's my side of the story.
Okay, with her, did you push her on the stairs?
at 1446.
No comment on that.
No comment.
Did you pepper spray her or anything?
No comment.
10-4.
If you give me your card,
I don't have a card, but let me get your ID.
you gonna have a card?
No, I don't have a card.
Do you have a card? No? You don't carry cards?
Nope.
Interesting.
I wasn't taking sides. I don't take her side. I don't take your side.
I know.
I'm pretty right down the middle. Okay. So, right for now, with you not making any comments, I would have to take your side. Well, at least for now, I'm gonna go speak to her. So you don't want to talk to me about anything that happened here today. No. All right, just stay right here, please, with him. I'm gonna give me like 5 minutes and we'll be done. I'm just gonna talk to her real quick.
Alright, and now we come to the most important point of this whole video, because some people didn't believe that the guy who showed up at Nick Fuentes' house to like assassinate him, that this was not his real house address. But compare these two videos. So here we just had a video of like where of the body cam footage of the police, and just look at the pavements here, just look at the houses here, and here we have the video of the guy who turned up at Nick Fuentes' house. Alright. Just look at the pavement. Looks kind of similar, right? Here you have this pavement here with like these small sidewalks here. Look at this house. Here you have like this house with like one triangle, another triangle. Here you have also this exactly the same house. One triangle, another triangle. Just look at these houses there next to it. This house with this triangle here looks quite similar to this. You have this house next to the house with the two triangles. That looks also quite similar. So with other words, you can literally say, I had no doubt that this was the same house, of course, but this just shows you that the guy who turned up at his house in the first clip I showed you in this video, that this was actually Nick Fuentes' house, and that this guy literally tried to kill Nick Fuentes. And this is actually insane if you ask me, because I cannot believe that we live in a country that people who disagree with you actually try to kill you, actually try to hurt you. This is not a country where I want to live in. And it's always the same kind of people who actually do this, I feel like. Look what happened with Charlie Kirk. If someone disagrees with you, that doesn't give them the right to like hurt you. That I even have to say you this is actually insane. But there are people in our country who actually believe that it's okay to do this. And no, it's not. And it's like this really has to change. That people with a conservative opinion or with an opinion where not many people agree with, that they have to fear for their life. This is actually insane that this is happening, and we should learn from what happened with Charlie Kirk, and I feel like we haven't learned anything from this, because I would not be surprised if something happens with Nick Fuentes as well. God forbid, but I'm really scared for his life, to be honest. But again, my opinion, I'm very curious about your opinion. What do you think about this whole situation? What would you do in this situation? I'm very curious. Please share your opinion in the comments. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you really like this video, consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it. And last but not least, guys, I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!